Since becoming a US state in 1959, Hawaii has often been seen as a paradise. However, many of its most remarkable natural wonders remain out of sight for most visitors. Beyond Oahu's famous beachfront homes are places shaped not only by nature, but also by the island's military history and geographic isolation. The military-built Haiku Stairs, a staircase so steep it appears to vanish into the mist. The primordial Narali Coast, where massive sea cliffs have prevented development for centuries. And the pristine Opaeka Falls, where waters tumble down into a concealed pool surrounded by untouched rainforest. These aren't just attractions, they're Hawaii's best preserved wonders. Join me on a journey to places so extraordinary, so inaccessible. You'll wonder why no one ever told you about them before. Known as the Grand Canyon of the Pacific, Waimea Canyon State Park centers around a large gorge formed through volcanic activity and erosion by the Waimea River. When the main volcano in the area collapsed, it left a depression that water carved deeper over time. The landscape shows exposed layers of lava rock, each marking different eruptions. Its name, meaning reddish water in Hawaiian, reflects the colour of the Waimea River, which flows through the canyon and carries iron-rich soil. The area was home to ancient Hawaiian settlements, with remnants like stone walls still visible today. The canyon's bright red and green hues, scenic cliffs and waterfalls make it a must-visit destination for nature enthusiasts. Located within Waimea Canyon, Waipu Falls is an 800-foot waterfall that cascades in two main drops. Hikers often aim for the trail that leads to the top of the falls, where native plant life still survives despite environmental changes. The trail itself is about 3.6 miles round trip and offers scenic views of the canyon, along with access to smaller waterfalls and pools near the top. Some parts of the trail cut through terrain that shifts during heavy rains, which has led to occasional temporary closures for safety. The Wailua River is located on the eastern side of the island and is the only navigable river in Hawaii. It flows from Mount Waialaeal, one of the rainiest spots on Earth, and winds through areas that have long been used for agriculture. It is lined with ancient stone walls, old sacred sites, and temples such as heiau that are believed to have been used for ceremonies and gatherings. The river is also home to the Fern Grotto, a natural lava rock formation adorned with ferns, accessible by boat. North of Waimea Canyon lies Koki State Park, covering over 4,300 acres. It has cooler temperatures and is covered in forests filled with native trees. The park features several trails that go through mist-covered ridges and out to overlooks with views of the ocean and the cliffs. The area is also a haven for birdwatchers seeking native species, including some that live only in high-elevation forests. Hana Highway, also known as the Road to Hana, is a famous 64-mile winding route on Maui that connects Kahului to the town of Hana. The highway evolved from ancient footpaths created by King Pialani in the 16th century to facilitate trade and travel across East Maui. Modern construction began in the 1870s alongside the Hamakua Ditch, supporting the sugarcane industry. By the early 20th century, the road was officially opened and it became fully paved in the 1960s. The highway is known for its narrow lanes, sharp turns, and over 50 bridges, many of which are one lane. Maintenance crews still regularly monitor the road, but the terrain makes long-term fixes difficult due to natural disasters, such as rock slides, which are common after heavy rain. At the end of the highway lies Hana Village, a quiet town with deep historical roots. In 1550, King Pialani unified Maui by marrying the daughter of Hana's chief. Sugarcane plantations flourished here in the late 19th century before giving way to cattle ranching under new ownership. One notable landmark in the village is the statue of Queen Ka'ahumanu, who was born in a cave near Hana and nearly drowned as an infant when she fell out of a canoe. She grew up to become one of Hawaii's most influential figures, advocating for women's rights, better education, and abolishing restrictive customs. Haleakala National Park is a protected area on Maui, home to a large volcanic crater, shifting ecosystems, and sunrise views from the summit. The park covers high-altitude terrain as well as coastal areas, and its conditions can change rapidly depending on elevation. Its name, meaning House of the Sun, in Hawaiian, originates from a legend where the demigod Maui lassoed the sun from the mountain's summit to extend daylight. The park encompasses the massive Haleakala Shield volcano, which has shaped the island through its eruptions and erosion. Though dormant now, it remains geologically active and could erupt again. Often referred to as a crater, the Haleakala crater is actually a valley carved by water and landslides over millennia. Within its barren landscape are multicoloured cinder cones formed during past eruptions. These cones are created when gas trapped in lava ejects as fountains, leaving behind sticky cinders that accumulate around their base. The colours of the rocks range from red to grey to almost black, depending on their mineral content and exposure. People who hike across it often describe the silence as intense, since the crater absorbs sound while having a Mars-like landscape. The summit hosts Haleakala Observatory, also known as Science City, which is renowned for astronomical research. Its location offers optimal conditions for stargazing and solar observations due to minimal light pollution and stable atmospheric conditions. The Daniel K. Inouye Solar Telescope here is the largest solar telescope in the world, providing insights into solar activity and space weather that impact modern infrastructure. The observatory has also contributed to mapping billions of celestial objects and tracking near-Earth asteroids. Situated at the end of the Pipiwai Trail in the park's Kapahulu district, Waimoku Falls is a towering 400-foot cascade over a lava rock cliff. The hike to reach it passes through bamboo forests and features sites like banyan trees and smaller waterfalls along the way. The bamboo grows so densely that wind passing through it creates a loud clacking sound. In heavy rain, parts of the trail flood quickly, and several hikers have been stranded after underestimating the stream crossings. Also known as the Seven Sacred Pools, the Pools of Ohio are a series of tiered pools that are located in Ohio Gulch within the park's coastal section. Despite their nickname, they are not sacred, but were marketed as such to attract visitors in the mid-20th century. Fed by cascading waterfalls, these pools offer scenic views but are closed to swimming due to safety concerns from falling rocks and flash floods. Along the same Pipiwai Trail, leading to Waimoku Falls is Makahiku Falls, a 200-foot horsetail waterfall that maintains contact with bedrock as it descends. It is wider than Waimoku Falls, but less visible due to surrounding vegetation and cliffs. Makapuu Lighthouse marks the easternmost point of Oahu, recognisable by its red-roofed structure, as it is perched high above a steep sea cliff. The lighthouse is known for its massive Fresnel lens, the largest of its kind in the United States. Its name translates to bulging eye in Hawaiian, inspired by a legend about a goddess with shining eyes who lived in the area. The lighthouse was constructed in 1909 to address the dangers of navigating the rocky coastline and to support growing maritime commerce between Honolulu and the mainland. During World War II, the area around Makapuu Lighthouse was used for coastal defence while concrete bunkers and lookouts were constructed nearby. Access to the actual structure is restricted, but it is still actively used with more modern equipment. Stretching along the southeastern coast of the Big Island is Punalu'u Beach, defined by its unusual appearance and its protected wildlife. It is famous for its jet black sand, formed when lava from nearby volcanoes cools rapidly upon meeting the ocean, shattering into tiny basalt fragments that are carried ashore by waves. The beach also has an area where there are freshwater springs that bubble up beneath the bay, a vital resource for early Hawaiians during times of drought. Kaneohe Bay is the largest sheltered body of water in the main Hawaiian Islands, defined by its coral reefs and a distinct offshore sandbar that appears at low tide. In fact, it is one of the few large bays in the region with an extensive reef system inside protected waters. The bay was central to traditional native Hawaiian life, serving as a site for fishing, aquaculture, and ceremonial gatherings. Royal fish ponds constructed along its shores demonstrate the ingenuity of early Hawaiians in managing natural resources sustainably. Moli Fish Pond is one of the largest ancient fish ponds in the region, covering 125 acres. Believed to be built by the legendary Menehune people over 600 years ago, it showcases ancient aquaculture techniques. The pond uses sluice gates called makaha to control the flow of seawater and trap fish during spawning seasons. Historically reserved for royalty, fish ponds like Moli'i provided a reliable food source while preserving marine ecosystems. Today, it remains operational under private management and offers tours that highlight its historical significance and ecological function. The Kalalao Range is the remnant of a massive shield volcano whose eastern flank collapsed into the ocean millions of years ago. The range causes constant rainfall on one side, leading to frequent waterfalls. These waterfalls are temporary, often appearing for just a few hours after a downpour. The range's highest peak, Kona Huanui, reaches over 3,000 feet and is often shrouded in clouds. Historically significant events occurred here, such as when warriors were forced off cliffs during battle. Known as the Stairway to Heaven, Haiku Stairs is a nearly vertical trail with 3,922 steps ascending the Kalalao Range. Built during World War II to access a naval radio station, It provided strategic communication capabilities due to its elevation. Originally installed by the military for antenna access, the stairs are now off limits due to safety reasons, but people still attempt the climb. The path is slippery, narrow, and often fogged in, causing adventurous hikers to be injured and requiring rescue. Despite the risks and the barriers, the stairs continue to attract those seeking challenges via alternate routes. Qualoa Ranch is a private nature reserve that spans 4,000 acres along Kamehameha Bay's windward coast. It was evidently significant as a training ground for Hawaiian chiefs in warfare and religious practices. It later became a cattle ranch under private ownership. Today, it operates as a nature reserve, offering activities like horseback riding and ATV tours. Its valleys have served as filming locations for movies such as Jurassic Park and 50 First Dates. It has also been used for military training and hosts underground bunkers from past operations, with some of these bunkers now being used as storage areas for movie props. Located near Qualoa Ranch, Qualoa Beach Park features calm waters, protected by a barrier reef. Historically used for fishing and gathering resources by native Hawaiians, it remains an important cultural site with ties to ancient traditions. Visitors can explore remnants of early settlements nearby and even kayak to Makapuu Island. Makapuu Island is a small volcanic remnant off Kamehameha Bay's northern shore. Its name means little lizard, derived from a legend about a dragon defeated by a goddess whose tail became the island. Meanwhile, the island's nickname, Chinaman's Hat, simply comes from its appearance as it is shaped like a pointed hat. Accessible by kayak or at low tide on foot, Makapuu offers hiking trails leading to scenic views of Kamehameha Bay and the Kalalao Range. Coco Head is a prominent volcanic crater on the southeastern coast of Oahu, renowned for its summit trail made from an old military railway. It played an important role during World War II as a military lookout. In fact, the most well-known feature is the Makapuu Crater Railway Trail, a straight line of wooden planks that climbs the cone's ridge. These were once railroad ties for a tram system, used during the war to haul supplies to a lookout and bunker at the top. After the war, the site was decommissioned and later transformed into Coco Head Regional Park. Today, the track is a popular but demanding hike, as the ascent feels more like climbing stairs than walking a trail, with no shade and uneven footing. Molakini Crater is a crescent-shaped volcanic cone, located off the southern coast of Maui. Partially submerged, its unique shape creates calm and clear waters on the inside by blocking strong waves and wind as the ocean currents carry away sediment. Additionally, its steep interior walls and sheltered lagoon-like shape make it a popular location for snorkeling and diving. According to legend, Molakini was once a beautiful woman caught in a love triangle with Pele, the goddess of fire and volcanoes. In her jealousy, Pele split Molakini in two, turning her into stone. Her head became Pu'u'olai near Makapuu Beach, while her body became the named crater. In 1977, the area was designated as a marine life conservation district to protect its ecosystem. Papakolea Green Sand Beach, located near the southern tip of the Big Island, is one of only 4 green sand beaches in the world. Its distinctive green hue comes from olivine, a mineral rich in iron and magnesium that is found in volcanic rock. This crystal is locally referred to as Hawaiian diamonds, with its durability and density enabling it to remain on shore while other materials are swept out to sea. Historically, this region was significant for early Polynesian settlers who relied on its natural resources. Accessing Papakolea requires a 2.5-mile hike across rugged terrain or a ride in a local's 4-wheel drive vehicle. Visitors are encouraged to leave the beach undisturbed by refraining from taking sand or engaging in activities that could harm its fragile ecosystem. Hanlay Bay is a wide, curved bay known for its long beach, consistent surf breaks, and a river that flows into it. The bay was a vital resource for ancient Hawaiians who used its wetlands for taro cultivation, a staple crop in their diet. It also served as a hub for fishing and trade, with its fertile valley supporting thriving communities. During the 19th century, rice farming replaced taro as the dominant agricultural activity, and Hanlay became one of the island's major rice-growing regions. Laakahi State Historical Park, located on the Kalalao Coast, preserves the remnants of an ancient Hawaiian fishing village that dates back over 600 years. Its name, Laakahi, translates to single ridge, reflecting the traditional land division system that stretched from the mountains to the ocean. This system allowed communities to share resources, with coastal villages, like those at Laakahi, focusing on fishing while trading their catch for crops grown in upland areas. The park includes the stone foundations of homes, which were built using local volcanic rock in circular or rectangular shapes. Qualoa Ranch, located in the Waimea region of the Big Island, is one of the largest and oldest cattle ranches in the United States. It was founded in the 19th century by John Palmer Parker, a Massachusetts sailor who befriended King Kamehameha I and was granted permission to hunt wild cattle, which had multiplied after being introduced decades earlier. Parker's marriage to Kipikane, the granddaughter of the king, allowed him to acquire land and establish a ranching dynasty. The ranch is known to raise Angus and Charolais cattle on its expansive grasslands. Its focus on sustainable practices includes pasture-based grazing and genetic selection for high-quality beef production. The ranch's operations have evolved from a small, local operation to a large-scale cattle ranch, supplying beef and related products while significantly shaping the economy and culture of the island. Kailua Kona, often called Kona, is a historic coastal town on the western coast of the Big Island. Established as the seat of government by King Kamehameha Bay after unifying the islands, it later became a retreat for Hawaiian royalty and a centre of trade and agriculture. It was here that the king spent his final years, and the area is home to several historical sites tied to his legacy. Introduced in the 19th century by Samuel Ruggles, coffee thrived in the region's volcanic soil and ideal climate. It is synonymous with Kona coffee, prized worldwide for its smooth flavour and low acidity, as it is cultivated in the mountains in the surrounding area. Visitors can explore its history at sites like the Kona Coffee Living History Farm and sample fresh brews at local farms. Molokai is known as the Friendly Isle, a name given for its welcoming atmosphere and strong sense of community, despite being a secluded island. Its name derives from Molokai Nui, a Hyena, meaning Molokai of the Great Hyena, referring to the goddess Hyena in Hawaiian mythology. Historically, Molokai played a significant role in Hawaiian traditions, including being the birthplace of hula, attributed to the goddess Laakahi. The island was also home to Lanikaula, a revered prophet and sorcerer whose wisdom attracted seekers from across the islands. At one point, it served as the site of a leper colony established in the 19th century, where thousands of individuals with leprosy were quarantined under harsh conditions. Today, the island's landscape remains mostly unspoiled, with a near absence of traffic lights. Located on Molokai's northern shore, Kahiwa Falls is one of the tallest waterfalls in Hawaii, with 6 distinct tiers. Due to its remote location, the falls can only be viewed from the air, or sea. Otherwise, it requires going on a challenging hiking trail through rough terrain, which helps preserve their pristine condition. Manana is a small, uninhabited islet located off the coast of the larger island. Nicknamed Rabbit Island, it was once home to a rabbit colony introduced in the 1880s by plantation owner John Adams Cummins. However, the rabbits were later eradicated due to their destructive impact on the native ecosystem. Despite the failure of the rabbit colony, the island still serves as a natural sanctuary for a variety of wildlife, especially seabirds. Because the island is off limits to the public, it remains a protected area where these birds can breed without human interference. This isolation has helped maintain the island's natural state, with no permanent human settlements or invasive species disrupting the ecosystem. Often referred to as the Valley of Kings, Waipio Valley served as a political and spiritual centre for Hawaiian royalty. King Liloa, a prominent ruler in the 15th century, established his court here, and his son later unified much of Hawaii Island. King Kamehameha also spent part of his youth in Waipio, training in leadership and warfare. The valley's fertile soil supported extensive taro farming, with taro patches sustained by freshwater streams and traditional irrigation systems. At the mouth of Waipio Valley lies its black sand beach, bordered by towering cliffs that rise over 2,000 feet. Strong surf conditions make swimming dangerous, but the beach is popular among surfers and hikers who appreciate its rugged beauty. During heavy rains, waterfalls cascade down the cliffs onto the beach. Kalalao Falls is one of Hawaii's tallest waterfalls, plunging over 1,400 feet into Waio Valley. According to legend, Kalalao Falls represents the tears of Haleakala, a woman who tried to flee with her lover Hakalaua from Lono, the god of rain. While Haleakala transformed into the cascade, Hakalaua was turned into a rock at the base of the falls, symbolising their eternal connection. The Narali Coast is a 17-mile stretch of rugged cliffs and valleys on Kauai's northwestern shore. The coastline is inaccessible by road and can only be explored via hiking, boating, or aerial tours. In the past, it was home to thriving Hawaiian communities that farmed taro, breadfruit, and sweet potatoes in the fertile valleys while relying on fishing for sustenance. The coast also served as a trade hub, connecting communities through outrigger canoe travel. The arrival of Westerners in the late 18th century brought diseases that decimated local populations. By the early 20th century, most native inhabitants had left the area. Once home to over 2,500 Hawaiians, Kalalao Valley is the largest valley along the Narali Coast. Due to its fertile soil and isolated landscape, it was a centre for taro cultivation and spiritual practices. Ancient Hawaiians built terraces for farming and used the valley's freshwater streams for irrigation. The valley also contains sacred sites and temples used for worship and ceremonies. Access to Kalalao Valley is via the Kalalao Trail, which follows ancient Hawaiian footpaths and offers views of steep cliffs and cascading waterfalls. Today, camping in the valley requires a permit due to conservation efforts. A few miles into the Kalalao Trail, hikers can reach the base of the Hana Falls. Its name refers to the place of the Menehune, mythical beings believed to be Hawaii's first inhabitants. Hyena State Park marks the starting point of the Kalalao Trail and offers access to several cultural sites. The park also features archaeological sites, where remnants of ancient Hawaiian settlements can still be found. Kawawaii Beach is located at the northernmost point of Kauai within Hyena State Park. Known for its tranquil lagoon and coral reef, it is ideal for swimming and snorkeling during calm conditions. Historically significant as a hula training site, Kawawaii Beach houses two sacred heiau, Kaulu Paua and Kaulu Olaka. These sites were central to Hawaiian culture as places where dancers learned hula's spiritual philosophy alongside its movements. Kawawaii Beach also holds ties to Hawaiian mythology, as it is said that Lohiau, a chief who loved Pele, was resurrected here by her sister Hi'iaka after his passing. Hawaii Volcanoes National Park is a protected area on the Big Island, known for its dynamic volcanic landscapes and active geological processes. Native Hawaiians lived and worshipped on this land, considering it sacred to Pele, the goddess of fire and volcanoes. Established in 1916, the park preserves two of the world's most active volcanoes, Kilauea and Mauna Loa, along with endemic ecosystems and cultural sites tied to Hawaiian traditions. Kilauea is one of Earth's most active volcanoes and has been erupting intermittently for centuries. Its name means spewing, or much spreading, in Hawaiian, referencing its frequent lava flows. The summit caldera houses Halema Crater, which has contained lava lakes during various eruptions. Oral traditions describe the volcano as Pele's domain, where she battles her sister Hi'iaka for control of the land. In 1790, a violent eruption killed dozens of people, leaving footprints preserved in hardened ash that can still be seen today. Since then, Kilauea's East Rift Zone has produced continuous lava flows that have reshaped the island's landscape, adding new land to its coastline. The Thurston lava tube, known as Nahuku in Hawaiian, formed approximately 500 years ago during a Kilauea eruption. As molten lava flowed downhill, the outer layers cooled and hardened, while the interior remained hot and fluid. Once the flow stopped, it left behind a hollow tunnel stretching over 600 feet. Mauna Loa is the largest volcano on Earth by volume and covers over half of the Big Island. Its name means long mountain, describing its broad slopes formed by highly fluid lava flows. Mauna Loa's summit caldera spans 6 square miles and has been a site of significant eruptions throughout history. Poipu Village is a small, well-known community located on the southern coast, known for its scenic beaches and luxury resorts. In the 19th century, Poipu gained prominence with the establishment of sugar plantations and the growth of the island's agricultural economy. Sugar was a major industry on the island, and Poipu's location made it an important centre for the transport of goods. Poipu is also known for its beautiful beaches, including Poipu Beach Park, which is popular with locals and tourists alike for its calm waters and sandy shores. The beach is ideal for swimming, snorkeling and sunbathing, drawing visitors who seek to enjoy a peaceful day by the ocean. The area around Poipu has become increasingly developed over the years, with resorts and hotels offering accommodations for those wishing to experience the natural beauty of the region. Akaka Falls State Park is a protected area on the northeastern side of the Big Island, known for its towering waterfalls and rainforest ecosystem. The park features a short loop trail that is well maintained and accessible, guiding visitors through tropical foliage. The name Akaka means a continuous flow, referring to the waterfall's constant cascade of water. However, there is also a legend surrounding a chief with the same name, who was a victim of a tragic love story. It led to his transformation into the waterfall itself, alongside his wife, dog, and 2 mistresses who became smaller falls nearby. The area around Akaka Falls was known for its natural resources, and the falls themselves were an important feature in the community's oral traditions, being a symbol of the power of nature. Kamehameha Beach is a well-known stretch of coastline on the western shore, famous for its golden white sand. It is home to Pu'ukeka'a, or Black Rock, which was considered sacred by native Hawaiians as a gateway for souls entering the afterlife. Chief Kahekili famously demonstrated his bravery here by performing Lele Kawa, a splashless feet-first dive off the rock into the ocean that continues to be a tradition today as cliff jumping. In the 20th century, it transformed from agricultural land into a world-class resort destination. The development of Kaanapali Beach Resort in the 1960s marked the beginning of Maui's tourism boom. Today, visitors enjoy activities like snorkeling in its clear waters, walking along its scenic pathways connecting resorts and shops, and experiencing beautiful sunsets over the Pacific. Just upslope from Kaanapali Beach lies Kaanapali Coffee Farms, a private agricultural community that preserves Maui's farming traditions. Originally part of Pioneer Mill's sugar plantation, these lands were converted to coffee cultivation in the late 1980s as part of an effort to expand agriculture. Harvesting occurs primarily in fall and winter, with beans processed locally before being sold to roasters worldwide. Mauna Kea, meaning White Mountain, in Hawaiian, is a dormant shield volcano and the tallest peak in the Pacific. It transitioned from its shield building stage to a post-shield phase, resulting in steeper slopes and numerous cinder cones. The summit is revered as the region of the gods in Hawaiian mythology, believed to be home to deities like Poliahu, the goddess of snow. Ancient Hawaiians regarded the volcano as sacred, with access traditionally restricted to high-ranking chiefs for spiritual ceremonies and resource gathering. The Mauna Kea observatories are among the most advanced astronomical facilities in the world. Established in 1964, they benefit from the mountain's high elevation, dry air, and minimal light pollution. The summit lies above 40% of Earth's atmosphere, providing unparalleled conditions for observing distant celestial objects, with over 13 telescopes operated by international organisations. These observatories have made groundbreaking discoveries, such as identifying new exoplanets and studying cosmic radiation from early galaxies. Despite their scientific importance, they have been controversial due to concerns about desecrating sacred land. Mauna Kea's summit is dotted with cinder cones formed during its post-shield volcanic activity. These cones are built from fragmented volcanic ejecta that accumulate around vents during eruptions. Cinder cone eruptions were often accompanied by lava flows that extended miles downslope, also depositing ash across wide areas. Pu'uhonua o Honaunau National Historical Park is a significant site that once served as a sanctuary, a place of refuge for those who had broken sacred laws. For centuries, this area served as a safe haven for those who violated the strict Kapu laws, which governed every aspect of life. Breaking these sacred laws often carried severe penalties, including death. However, if individuals could reach the Pu'uhonua, they were absolved by priests through ceremonies and allowed to rejoin society without fear of retribution. The North Shore of Oahu is widely iconic as one of the most famous surf destinations in the world. This location makes it an ideal spot for massive winter swells, which bring in waves that can reach monumental sizes. The combination of these waves and the consistent surf conditions has made the North Shore a prime location for surfers, attracting both professionals and enthusiasts alike. The charming town of Haleiwa is the economic and cultural heart of the North Shore, characterised by its laid-back atmosphere and food trucks dotting the streets. Originally a plantation town centred around sugar and pineapple farming, Haleiwa evolved into a lively community while preserving its historical charm. The town's main street features historic buildings that house local businesses, such as surf shops, art galleries and restaurants. It was officially designated a State Historic, Cultural and Scenic District in 1984 to protect its plantation-era architecture. Surfing is deeply rooted in Hawaiian culture, and the North Shore is considered one of the world's premier surfing destinations. Surfers from all over the world flock to the area to take on its renowned breaks, with some of the most difficult and dangerous waves found at spots like Pipeline and Waimea Bay. These waves are known for their perfect barrels, making them a challenging but sought-after ride for surfers looking for the ultimate experience. The area hosts prestigious competitions like the Billabong Pipeline Masters, part of the Vans Triple Crown of surfing, and big wave surfing events such as the Eddy, held only when wave heights consistently reach 20 feet or more. For beginners or those seeking calmer waters, summer months bring smaller waves suitable for learning to surf or snorkeling along protected coves. The remote Pololu Valley features steep cliffs and a winding stream that cuts through its floor. It was once a thriving agricultural hub that was particularly famous for a unique variety of taro called Kalo Pololu, which had crimson stems and leaves. Its fertile sand dunes rising up to 100 feet provided ideal conditions for farming. Early inhabitants also quarried stone from the valley for use in constructing sacred sites. The completion of the Kohala Ditch in 1906 diverted water from Pololu streams to irrigate sugarcane fields elsewhere, leading to a decline in agricultural activity and eventual depopulation of the valley. At the mouth of Pololu Valley lies a secluded black sand beach formed by volcanic erosion. Ironwood trees planted in the 1950s line the dunes, providing shade while preventing erosion. While swimming is discouraged due to strong currents and rough surf, the beach is a popular spot for picnicking, hiking, and relaxing. Halona Blowhole is a natural geological feature located on the southeastern coast of Oahu at Halona Point. The name translates to lookout in Hawaiian, reflecting its position as a vantage point overlooking the Pacific Ocean. Formed thousands of years ago during volcanic activity, the blowhole was created when lava from Makapuu Crater flowed into the sea, solidifying into tubes beneath the surface. Over time, ocean waves eroded these tubes, creating openings that allow water to shoot upward, like a geyser, when surf conditions are right. On windy days with high tides, the blowhole can eject water up to 30 feet into the air. Hanalma Bay State Park is a protected marine sanctuary known for its unique geological formation and thriving underwater ecosystem. The crescent-shaped bay was an important fishing ground for native Hawaiians and served as a sheltering cove for canoes during rough seas, while Hawaiian royalty used the bay for recreation. During World War II, the area was repurposed as a military training site, with barracks and bunkers constructed nearby. In the 1950s, dynamite was used to clear portions of the reef for a transoceanic telephone cable connecting Hawaii to California. In 1967, Hana Bay was designated as Hawaii's first marine life conservation district to protect its fragile ecosystem. Conservation measures implemented in the 1990s further restricted visitor access and introduced mandatory educational programs to minimize human impact on marine life. In the central part of the island, Waio Valley State Monument is a site of cultural importance. The area is dominated by the Ao Needle, a 1,200-foot basalt spire, serving as both a natural altar and a navigational marker for early Hawaiians. The valley itself was considered sacred and used as a burial ground for Hawaiian royalty. In 1790, Waio Valley was the site of the pivotal Battle of Kapaniwai, where King Kamehameha I defeated Maui's forces. This battle was a key event in the unification of the Hawaiian Islands under Kamehameha's rule, marking a turning point in the political history of the islands. Located in Hilo on the Big Island, Rainbow Falls cascades into a tranquil emerald pool surrounded by lava rock formations and tropical greenery. Known as Waianuenue, meaning rainbow water, the falls are named for the rainbows that form in its mist during sunny mornings. Laakahi Beach, located on the windward coast of Oahu, is known for its calm turquoise waters, white sand, and proximity to the Mokulua Islands. Originally part of a larger meaning tying together, the name was changed to Laakahi in the early 20th century by Charles R. Fraser and the Trent Trust Company during its development as a residential area. The beach's offshore reef creates gentle waves, making it ideal for swimming, snorkeling, and kayaking. Despite erosion reducing its original 1 mile length to about half a mile, Laakahi remains popular for its picturesque views and family-friendly atmosphere. Just offshore from Laakahi Beach lie the Mokulua Islands, also known as Ngā Mokulua or the Two Islands. These basaltic islets are part of the Hawaii State Seabird Sanctuary, featuring a sandy beach and trails that allow exploration of its rocky shoreline. Mokunui serves as a nesting site for seabirds instead, with visitors advised to respect wildlife and follow rules prohibiting alcohol, dogs, camping and fires on the island. The smaller island, Moku Iki, is off limits to protect its delicate ecosystem. Another notable feature near Laakahi Beach is the Laakahi Pillboxes, officially known as the Kaiwa Ridge Trail. This hike led to 2 World War II-era observation stations built by the US Army in 1943. Unlike traditional pillboxes designed for defence with weaponry, these structures were used for surveillance and communication during wartime. Equipped with binoculars and other instruments, soldiers stationed here monitored the ocean for enemy vessels and aircraft. Hapuna Beach is defined by its expansive white sand shoreline and clear turquoise waters, making it ideal for swimming and snorkeling. In fact, it is celebrated for its excellent swimming conditions, particularly during summer when the waters are calm. The beach is also popular for bodyboarding and snorkeling, especially near its rocky northern and southern ends where marine life thrives. Visitors can explore coral reefs teeming with fish or simply relax on the soft sand. During World War II, Hapuna Beach played a strategic role when the US military established Camp Henry C. Drews on its grounds. This camp served as both a training facility and a rest area for the 2nd Amtrak Marine Battalion. Lahaina, located on the western coast of Maui, is a historic town known for its royal past and its role as a whaling port. It served as the royal capital of Maui before King Kamehameha. unified the islands and made it the capital of the Hawaiian Kingdom in 1802. During this time, Lahaina became a centre for governance, with the king building a brick palace and other royal residences. Lahaina is also known for its proximity to the Oahu Channel, one of the best places in Hawaii to observe humpback whales during their winter migration. These whales travel thousands of miles from colder feeding grounds to tropical waters near Maui to mate and give birth. Humpbacks are baleen whales that feed on krill and small fish during summer months in polar regions, but fast during their migration and stay in warmer waters. They are recognised for their acrobatic behaviours, including breaching, where they launch their massive bodies out of the water, and lobtailing, which involves slapping their tails against the surface. This ties in with their proportionally long pectoral fins that allow them to manoeuvre with precision. Meanwhile, male humpbacks sing complex songs during mating season that can last up to 20 minutes and be heard over great distances. Kealakekua Bay State Historical Park was a vital hub for ancient Hawaiian communities, serving as a centre for social, economic, and religious activities. The bay gained international attention in 1779 when Captain James Cook landed during his second voyage to the Hawaiian Islands. Initially welcomed and treated as a deity due to coinciding with the makahiki season, Cook's relationship with the Hawaiians deteriorated after he overstayed his welcome and disrupted local customs. A skirmish at Ka'awaloa Cove led to Cook's death, marking a pivotal moment in Hawaiian history. Today, a white obelisk, the Captain Cook Monument, stands near the site of his death, accessible by kayak or hiking trails. Mookini Heiau is one of the oldest and most sacred temples in Hawaii. Oral traditions trace the original construction of the temple to around the 5th century by the high priest Kwamo'o Mo'okini. The current structure was expanded centuries later by Pa'ao, a priest who introduced stricter religious practices and human sacrifice to Hawaiian rituals. Dedicated to Ku, the god of war, Molakini Heiau served as a Luakini Heiau, a temple reserved for ceremonies involving offerings to ensure success in battle or maintain political power. Pu'upehe, also known as Sweetheart Rock, is a remarkable sea stack located on the southern coast of Lanai. Below the rock lies Pu'upehe Cove, a secluded inlet with a small white sand beach. The surrounding tide pools are home to various species of fish and crustaceans. Wailua Falls is a double-tiered waterfall that cascades over 170 feet into a tranquil pool below. It is fed by the Wailua River, Hawaii's largest navigable river. In ancient times, Wailua Falls was more than a scenic landmark. It was a site for rites of passage. Hawaiian men, including members of the royal class, would leap from the top of the falls into the pool below to demonstrate their bravery and physical prowess. The waterfall's appearance changes with rainfall levels, often splitting into two distinct streams during drier periods or merging into a single powerful cascade after heavy rains. The Royal Coconut Coast is a scenic stretch with abundant coconut trees that line its shores and highways. The name reflects both the groves of coconut palms that dominate the landscape and its historical role as a region reserved for Hawaiian royalty. In fact, it was once known for being a retreat for Hawaiian kings and queens, where they enjoyed the natural beauty and tranquility of the surroundings. Ancient Hawaiians thrived in this area due to its fertile land and constant freshwater supply from the Wailua River. The river supported agriculture and provided a reliable food source for the community. Pearl Harbor is a natural harbour named for the pearl oysters that were once abundant in its waters. It gained global significance as the site of the December 7th, 1941, attack by the Imperial Japanese Navy, which marked a turning point in World War II as it propelled the United States into the war and reshaped global alliances. Among the most notable sites at Pearl Harbor is the USS Arizona Memorial, which honours the 1,177 sailors and Marines who perished aboard the Arizona during the attack. Waimanalo Beach is known for its pristine white sand and calm turquoise waters. The beach stretches for over 3 miles, making it one of the longest uninterrupted sandy shorelines on Oahu. Its gentle surf and sandy ocean floor make it ideal for swimming and bodyboarding. Lifeguards stationed along the beach ensure safety, particularly during occasional shore breaks that can be hazardous. Constructed in 1913, Kilauea Lighthouse served as a navigational beacon for ships travelling across the Pacific. The surrounding area was designated as the Kilauea Point National Wildlife Refuge in 1985 to protect seabird nesting colonies and native plant species. The refuge is home to thousands of migratory and resident seabirds, as well as monk seals. The Hawaiian monk seal is one of the most endangered marine mammals in the world. These seals are endemic to Hawaii and have been part of its ecosystem for millions of years. They spend much of their time at sea, but come ashore to rest, molt, or nurse their pups on sandy beaches or rocky outcrops. Conservation efforts have been critical in stabilising monk seal populations, with initiatives including removing marine debris that poses entanglement risks, rehabilitating injured or malnourished seals, and protecting critical habitats from human disturbance. The community of Paia is known for its small-town charm and eclectic atmosphere. Established in the late 19th century as a plantation town, Paia grew around the Paia sugar mill, which attracted immigrant workers from various ethnic backgrounds, such as from Asia, Latin America, and native Hawaiians. Over the years, as the sugar industry declined, Paia transitioned into a more laid-back and artistic community. The town is now a popular stop for travellers looking to experience the less commercialised side of the region, with art galleries, quirky shops, and local eateries adding to its unique character. The Dole Plantation is a historical site and popular attraction that traces its origins to the pioneering efforts of James Drummond Dole, known as the Pineapple King. In 1899, Dole arrived in Hawaii, purchased 64 acres of land in Wahiawa, and began experimenting with crops before selecting pineapples as the most suitable for the region's soil and climate. By 1901, he had established the Hawaiian Pineapple Company, which quickly grew into a global enterprise. Dole revolutionized pineapple farming and processing by introducing mechanization, including the Jinaka machine, which could peel and core pineapples at unprecedented speeds. The plantation expanded significantly over the years, culminating in Dole's purchase of Lanai in 1922, where he developed the world's largest pineapple plantation. At its peak, Lanai produced nearly 75% of the global pineapple supply, earning it the nickname Pineapple Island. Today, the Dole plantation serves as both a working farm and an educational centre that celebrates the legacy of pineapple cultivation. Waimea State Park features volcanic formations along the road to Hana and a black sand beach, which is made up of crushed lava rock. The park is steeped in Hawaiian legend, particularly the tragic tale of Princess Popoalea, who fled her cruel husband, Chief Kalia, and hid in one of the park's lava caves with her attendant. When the chief discovered her hiding place, he eradicated both of them. Local tradition holds that the red coloration of the tide, pools during certain times of year, symbolises her spilled blood. Honolulu, the capital city of Hawaii, is defined by its cultural landmarks, shopping, and lively nightlife. Its name is derived from the Hawaiian language, meaning sheltered harbour. Originally known as Ku, the area served as a small Polynesian settlement before becoming the capital of the Hawaiian Kingdom in 1845 under King Kamehameha III. The city grew rapidly as a centre for commerce, particularly after the arrival of American missionaries and the establishment of sugar and pineapple plantations. Its strategic location in the Pacific also made it a key military base, especially during World War II. Aloha Tower, built in 1926, was once the tallest building in Hawaii, serving as a welcoming beacon for ships arriving at Honolulu Harbour. Additionally, the tower's clock was one of the largest in the United States at the time of its construction. Today, it is part of a revitalised marketplace, featuring shops, restaurants and student housing for Hawaii Pacific University. Waikiki Beach is a world-renowned beach famous for its golden sand, surf-friendly waves, and resorts. In ancient times, Waikiki was a retreat for Hawaiian royalty who enjoyed surfing on early wooden longboards. The area transitioned into a global tourist hotspot in the late 19th century with the development of beach resorts like Sans Souci. Waikiki remains a centre for water sports such as surfing and outrigger canoeing. Its calm waters are ideal for beginners learning to surf, while its surrounding area offers dining, shopping, and entertainment options. The traditional Hawaiian hula dance and the fire dance are important cultural elements in Honolulu. This dance was used to tell stories about mythology, royalty, and daily life through chants and movements. Ancient hula relied on percussion instruments like gourds and bamboo stamping tubes, while modern hula incorporates string instruments like guitars and ukuleles. Fire dancing is another performance art, often associated with Polynesian culture, but introduced to Hawaii from Samoa. It involves performers spinning flaming knives or batons in choreographed routines during luaus or cultural shows. The spitting caves are named for their theatrical ocean spray, created when waves crash into lava rock formations. Water shoots back out through openings in the cliffs, creating geyser-like effects. While visually stunning, the area is dangerous due to strong currents and slippery rocks. Diamond Head, an extinct volcanic tuff cone on Oahu's south shore, is one of Hawaii's most recognisable natural landmarks. Formed by a single explosive eruption over 150,000 years ago, it served as a navigational aid for ancient Polynesians. British sailors mistook calcite crystals on its slopes for diamonds in 1825, giving it its English name. In modern times, Diamond Head became a military lookout with bunkers constructed during World War II. Visitors can hike to its summit via a trail that offers views of Waikiki Beach and Honolulu. Constructed in 1899 at the base of Diamond Head Crater, Diamond Head Lighthouse has guided mariners safely into Honolulu Harbour for over a century. Originally constructed with iron supports, it was rebuilt in 1917 using stone and cement to withstand harsh weather conditions. The lighthouse's red light can be seen up to 17 nautical miles away. Opika'a Falls, located on the eastern side of Kauai, is a 151-foot waterfall that flows year-round over basalt formations. Its name, Opika'a, translates to rolling shrimp, referring to the freshwater shrimp, opai, that were once abundant in the stream and seen tumbling down the cascading waters into the pool below. The falls are one of the few on Kauai easily visible from a roadside lookout, making them accessible to visitors without requiring a strenuous hike. In fact, there is no direct trail to the base of the falls, preserving its natural state. The falls are part of the Wailua River drainage system, which is significant due to its role in the region's ecosystem. This is Hawaii, a land of hidden wonders and remarkable architectural marvels. Now, if you don't want to miss the most unreal wonders of Idaho, check out this video.